Mickey Rourke, celebrated for his rugged charm and magnetic presence in the 1980s through iconic roles in 9.5 Weeks and Angel Heart, was renowned for his striking cheekbones and chiseled jawline. However, after enduring severe facial injuries during his boxing career, Rourke underwent multiple surgeries to address the damage, including 5 procedures on his nose and reconstructive operations on his fractured cheekbones. Unfortunately, these interventions drastically changed the structure of his face, softening his once angular features into a rounder, fuller appearance with cheekbones that seemed pronounced yet unnatural. Additionally, Rourke's use of Botox and fillers added to a rigid look, leaving his face overly smooth and taut, particularly around the forehead and lips. Public opinion about his transformation was divided. Some showed compassion due to the medical nature of his surgeries, while others criticized his reliance on cosmetic enhancements. In recent years, Rourke has candidly expressed regret over selecting the wrong surgeon for his facial reconstruction. Despite these challenges, he has persevered in his acting career, earning widespread acclaim for his performance in The Wrestler, demonstrating that his talent continues to shine regardless of the significant changes to his appearance. The next celebrity took their fascination with plastic surgery to an extraordinary level. When cosmetic procedures become an obsession, the outcomes can be both striking and permanent. Just ask Pete Burns. Pete Burns, the charismatic frontman of Dead or Alive, is equally renowned for his music and his constantly evolving appearance. His journey into plastic surgery began with a rhinoplasty to fix a broken nose, but it soon escalated into a series of operations that drastically transformed his looks over the years. The most prominent change was to his nose. After undergoing 4 rhinoplasties, Pete's nose became smaller, more defined, and significantly narrower, bearing little resemblance to its original form. This set the stage for additional alterations, including cheekbone implants that gave his face a sharper, more angular profile, emphasizing his already distinct features. His cheeks became so pronounced that they dominated the rest of his facial structure. Pete's lips were another focal point of his transformation. He had 2 lip augmentation procedures, resulting in excessively full lips that eventually led to complications. The swelling caused by the fillers left Pete in severe pain, to the point where he could not open his mouth, ultimately necessitating emergency surgery to avoid further harm. By the time of his final procedure, Pete had undergone more than 300 surgeries, leaving his face profoundly changed. His ever-evolving appearance remains unforgettable. When cosmetic procedures go awry, the repercussions go far beyond physical appearance. They can profoundly alter lives. This is tragically evident in the case of Carol Bryan, whose experience reshaped her life forever. Carol Bryan, a Florida resident, endured a devastating ordeal following a failed cosmetic treatment in 2009. At 47 years old, she decided to use dermal fillers to restore the youthful fullness of her face. However, a disastrous error occurred when 2 types of fillers, including silicone, were incorrectly injected into her forehead and cheeks. Within months, Carol's face began to swell uncontrollably, resulting in severe disfigurement. Her forehead became so engorged that it sagged over her eyes, drastically impairing her vision. The fillers caused uneven swelling and tightening of her facial skin, rendering her appearance almost unrecognizable. The physical changes were so severe that Carol resorted to using tape to lift her forehead enough to see properly. In her desperation, she underwent multiple corrective surgeries, but her condition continued to deteriorate. After years of living in isolation, Carol sought assistance from Dr. Raza Jerry and Dr. Brian Boyd, who performed a grueling 17-hour operation to remove and reconstruct the damaged tissue on her forehead. While the procedure saved her life, Carol permanently lost vision in one eye and faced a long and arduous recovery, both physically and emotionally. Today, Carol is a passionate advocate for the safe use of cosmetic procedures, sharing her story to educate others about the potential risks of unregulated treatments. Jocelyn Wildenstein, often dubbed Catwoman by the media, stands as one of the most notable examples of facial transformation in history. Her cosmetic journey began in the 1990s during her marriage to billionaire Alec Wildenstein. It is said that her husband's fascination with wild cats inspired Jocelyn to pursue a series of procedures designed to achieve a feline-like appearance. Over the years, Jocelyn reportedly spent millions of dollars on surgeries aimed at crafting her cat-inspired features. The most distinctive aspect of her transformation is her eyes. Repeated operations, including blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery, resulted in upward slanting eyes, contributing to the feline aesthetic that has captured public attention for decades. In addition, Jocelyn's cheekbones were drastically modified with implants and fillers, creating a sharply contoured look that departed significantly from her natural appearance. Despite her dramatic transformation, Jocelyn has consistently refuted claims of undergoing excessive surgeries, even crediting her feline-like traits to her Swiss ancestry. Now, at 84 years old, she remains a prominent socialite, recognized as much for her surgical transformations as for her once luxurious lifestyle. Jocelyn's pursuit of feline-inspired beauty was undoubtedly extreme, but the next shocking disfigurement arose from a truly devastating cause. Raji Naranizing's experience is among the most harrowing examples of the dangers posed by botched cosmetic procedures. In 2005, Raji sought inexpensive filler injections to enhance her facial features. However, what she received was a harmful concoction of cement, tire sealant, and mineral oil, administered by an unlicensed practitioner. This toxic mixture hardened beneath her skin, forming lumps and causing severe disfigurement across her face. Her cheeks, which were intended to appear fuller and more symmetrical, instead became irregular and uneven, resulting in devastating consequences. For years, Raji avoided public appearances, overwhelmed by shame due to her altered appearance. It wasn't until she appeared on the show Botched that skilled surgeons performed corrective procedures for her. Despite undergoing several surgeries, the doctors determined it was too dangerous to completely remove all the harmful materials, leaving some visible nodules. Nevertheless, Raji's face regained a semblance of its natural shape, particularly around her cheeks and jawline. Today, she embraces her unique journey and uses her story to raise awareness about the risks of unregulated cosmetic treatments. Raji's tale is one of perseverance and recovery, but the next celebrities ventured into cosmetic surgery in ways that defied all expectations. The appearances of the next famous twins on this list became as recognized as their television careers, but not for reasons they might have wished. Igor and Grichka Bogdanov, French twin brothers who gained fame in the 1970s for their science fiction television programs, left the world astonished with their dramatic facial transformations. Originally celebrated for their defined jawlines, prominent cheekbones, and striking looks, their appearances began to change drastically in the late 1990s as they embarked on their cosmetic journey. However, the brothers consistently denied undergoing surgical enhancements, instead attributing their transformation to technological experiments. One of the most striking aspects of their altered appearance was their highly elevated cheekbones, which looked unnaturally full and prominent. By the 2000s, this exaggerated feature, paired with elongated chins and plumper lips, gave their faces a stretched and unusual look that many described as almost otherworldly. By 2009, the brothers' facial features had become so exaggerated that their appearances at public events, such as the Cannes Film Festival, sparked international conversations about the extent of their transformations. Their once symmetrical and well-defined features had evolved into something nearly surreal. Fans and critics alike referred to their look as alien-like, a description the brothers accepted with humor. While their transformation shocked many, the next celebrity on our list took facial modifications to an entirely different level. To what extent can someone redefine beauty through cosmetic enhancements? Anastasia Polishchuk, a Ukrainian model and social media influencer, is renowned as the woman with the largest cheeks in the world. Beginning her cosmetic journey in her 20s, she transitioned from making subtle adjustments to achieving a daring and striking appearance. Anastasia's cheeks, her most defining feature, have been enhanced to such an extreme that they stand out prominently, creating sharp, angular contours that starkly contrast with her youthful, pre-surgery look. The exaggerated size of her cheeks gives her facial structure a sculpted, unconventional, and bold aesthetic. Beyond her cheeks, Anastasia's lips have also undergone significant augmentation, becoming noticeably fuller and adding to her dramatic transformation. She has also used fillers on her chin and jawline to balance her dramatically enhanced cheeks. While some critics argue that her appearance seems unnatural, Anastasia has expressed satisfaction with her look, stating that these procedures have significantly boosted her self-confidence. She has even shared that before undergoing these transformations, she felt like an unremarkable gray mouse, but now she feels unique and more glamorous. Can one turn back the clock without losing their sense of self? Courtney Cox's story of regret over cosmetic enhancements serves as a poignant example of the potential consequences of going too far. Once admired for her fresh, natural beauty as Monica Geller on Friends, Courtney began relying on cosmetic procedures to preserve her youthful look. What started as modest Botox treatments and fillers gradually escalated over time as she sought to counteract the effects of aging. However, as these treatments became more frequent, her facial features began to change, particularly in her cheeks and forehead. The result was a less natural appearance, with many fans remarking that her face seemed unnaturally stiff and frozen. Courtney has been candid about her regrets regarding the extent of her cosmetic enhancements. She admitted that the fillers altered her appearance so significantly that she could no longer recognize herself. Her once naturally expressive features became rigid, with overly augmented cheeks and taut skin, creating an almost doll-like effect. As she continued with additional treatments, the changes became even more apparent. This created what she described as a domino effect, where each procedure seemed to require another to maintain balance. Recognizing the harm it had caused her appearance, Courtney eventually chose to have her fillers dissolved in 2017, returning to a more natural look. Since then, she has embraced the aging process, reflecting on how the pursuit of eternal youth can sometimes have the opposite effect. While Courtney found peace in reclaiming her natural beauty, the next celebrity underwent transformations so extreme that their face became almost unrecognizable. The next celebrity on our list underwent changes so extreme that her face became almost unrecognizable. This case demonstrates how a single cosmetic mishap can lead to a lifetime of regret. Priscilla Presley, once celebrated for her timeless beauty, experienced a shocking transformation that stemmed from a devastating error in 2003. At the time, she placed her trust in an unlicensed practitioner, Daniel Serrano, who injected industrial-grade silicone into her face. The outcome was disastrous, resulting in lumps, muscle paralysis, and scarring that left her with a stiff, mask-like appearance and an uneven texture, particularly around her cheeks and lips. Although Priscilla underwent corrective surgery in 2008 to repair the damage caused by Serrano, the effects of the botched procedure were difficult to undo. Her naturally elegant, defined cheekbones became overly filled and swollen, while her lips appeared unnaturally enhanced. Her facial expressions also became restricted, with her forehead and eyes taking on a frozen appearance due to repeated facelifts and Botox treatments. The excessive stretching of her skin created a shiny, rigid look that erased the softness and natural expressiveness she was once known for. In 2019, Priscilla had surgery to remove cancerous tissue from her nose, which reportedly heightened her concern about facial scars. This anxiety drove her to pursue additional treatments to conceal the effects of the cancer surgery. However, her relentless efforts to maintain a youthful appearance ultimately resulted in such drastic changes that many fans struggled to recognize her compared to her earlier days as a Hollywood icon. Priscilla's unfortunate experience serves as a cautionary tale about the potential risks of cosmetic enhancements. Yet, the next celebrity's surgical outcome was so startling that it left even their own family in disbelief, proving that sometimes even a routine procedure can go terribly wrong. When you alter your face too many times, at what point do you stop recognizing yourself? Katie Price's journey may provide the answer to that question. Once known for her natural beauty during her early modeling career, Katie has undergone countless cosmetic procedures over the years, completely changing her appearance from her initial days in the spotlight. Her most recent surgeries include her sixth facelift, which left her face with an almost unnaturally tight look. The excessive brow lift created a permanent expression that resembled Spock, an appearance she has admitted she plans to address with future surgeries. Her cheeks have become significantly more pronounced due to fillers, giving her a fuller, more artificial look compared to her previously softer features. In addition to the facelifts, Katie has also had lip injections, resulting in noticeably plumper lips that appear excessively filled. Her nose has been reshaped through several rhinoplasty procedures, becoming more defined and sharper with each surgery. Despite the mixed reactions from the public, Katie remains unapologetic, often comparing her body maintenance to fixing a car and expressing her intention to continue having surgeries until she reaches her ideal look. While Katie's transformations are widely documented, her pursuit of cosmetic perfection is far from over.